As the year 1 anniversary of Doom Eternal inches closer, it makes me reflect on how amazing of a year it's been since the game's release. There have been many content updates for the game, some of which being cosmetic, gameplay, or even simple bug fixes. However, it wasn't the only one putting out content for Doom. The Doom community as a whole has also put out amazing content for the game over the last year, some being cosmetic mods, custom master levels, custom demon spawns, and even a whole new custom campaign called Horde Mode created by Proda and SoulArt. And on top of that, the Doom community has come up with some crazy challenges for the game, like pistol only runs, combat shotgun only runs, no gun runs, and even no walking runs. These challenges are nuts, but if you want a more balanced, fun way to play Doom Eternal, I can't recommend enough that you try Brawler Mode. Brawler Mode was a challenge for the Doom community created by YouTuber and fellow Doomer Under the Mayo. It was originally made for 2016 and has had some minor tweaks for Eternal. Brawler Mode is a fun and great challenge to spice up your gameplay for both games. However, I too have come up with a challenge for the community, and it's called Ranger Mode. I want Ranger Mode to feel like the polar opposite of Brawler Mode. But before we get into Ranger Mode, let's talk about Brawler Mode for a second. So sit back, grab a snack as we enter Ranger Mode and Brawler Mode, and as always, I'm your favorite B-letter YouTuber Broesnic, and enjoy the video. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet for you guys. Brawler Mode was a game mode created by Under the Mayo that really wanted to emphasize close range combat and less of a reliance on long range weapons. If you want to know the entire rule set of Brawler Mode, go check out Mayo's video on it. He has both the Doom 2016 rule set as well as the Doom Eternal rule set on his channel. I'll link both in the description as well as the channel itself. So without further ado, let's move on to Ranger Mode. So, well, if you decided to click off and watch Mayo's video first and then come back to mine, obviously things are going to make a little bit more sense in terms of how mine and his challenge is going to differ. His is about using your mobility to close the gap between you and the demons and use your close range abilities to keep the pressure on the enemy and not you. My game mode is about using your mobility to get into advantageous positions and use your long ranged attacks to effectively deal with the enemies. So, let's break it down. Ranger Mode requires that you hang back as getting in close will likely spell doom for you. Starting with the weapon restrictions, like how the Ballista and Gauss Cannon were banned in Brawler Mode, the Ranger Mode prohibits the use of the Super Shotgun and by extension, the Meat Hook. However, like Brawler Mode, the BFG is still banned. No using it, but the Unmaker is allowed. I'll explain that later. The Blood Punch is a core aspect of Brawler Mode and is what allowed most players to get in close for those crucial picks on enemies, and although it's not a weapon, Ranger Mode prohibits the use of the Blood Punch. If you use it, reset to last checkpoint. I'll explain some exceptions for the Blood Punch later in Ranger Plus and Ultra Nightmare Ranger Mode. The Micro Missiles, Full Auto, Chain Gun Shield, and the Destroyer Blade for the Ballista are all banned. Both mods for the rocket launcher are also banned as they didn't really seem to fit the concept that I was trying to instate here. The player upgrades you are allowed are 3 armor upgrades. Trust me, you're gonna want these. But other than that, you're not allowed any health or ammo. The suit upgrades you're not allowed are Frostbite, Cluster Bomb, Hit and Run, Faster Dash, less cooldown time for the Frag and Ice Bomb, and respawning barrels. Everything else is fair game. The runes you're not allowed are Savagery, Seek and Destroy, and Dazed to Confuse. And Saving Throw. You're not allowed to cheese things on Nightmare or Ultra Nightmare. Back on the topic of the Unmaker, you are allowed to use the Unmaker, but there's a catch. You are only allowed 1 BFG pickup per level, meaning that if you blow all of your ammo in one arena, you can't just pick up 2 pickups and use it for the next level. You are only allowed 1. So, this is going to make you think about using the Unmaker ammo much more wisely than in a regular game. Oh, and just a PS from editing Broesnic, the Unmaker no longer stacks with Overdrive, so if you think you can cheese the Unmaker with that Overdrive power-up in the room in Necrovol, it's not gonna work. Also, I completely forgot to mention this, but the Plasma Burst for the Plasma Rifle is also banned, so yeah, another one of your close range abilities completely removed. So, some tips on Ranger Mode. I hope you guys are really excited to try this because it was a lot of fun making it and doing it myself, despite going through some ups and downs with it. Anyway, some tips you're probably going to want. You've got the ability to have 2 frag grenades, so definitely utilize those along with your ice bomb. And seeing as how you're not going to have a very fast charging flame belch, the ice bomb health drops are definitely going to help. If you throw them into maybe a crowd of fodder, spray them with a flame belch, it'll help out. Yeah, and since you don't have lock on rockets, heavy demons are going to be really oppressive. I didn't really use lock on rockets, but if that's part of your playstyle, you're probably going to have some trouble with that. Another tip is a frag grenade will instantly break an Archvile's shield, so if he's hiding behind somewhere, go ahead and toss a grenade at him. If you've got one, it'll break his shield lickety-split. So, the final rules for Ranger Mode go as follows. The players allowed 3 armor upgrades. No frostbite, no cluster bombs, no respawning barrels, hit and run, faster dash, less cooldown time for the ice bomb and the frag grenade, no BFG, no crucible, no SSG, no savagery rune, dazed and confused rune, or seek and destroy rune, no full auto, no micro missiles, no destroyer blade, no chain gun shield, no heat blast, no lock on or remote detonation. All slayer gates are required. You only get 1 BFG pickup per level, and no blood punch. While on the topic of adding more rules, let's talk about Ranger Plus and Ranger Mode Ultra Nightmare. Ranger Plus is the same as regular Ranger Mode, except the ballista is completely removed. So yeah, much like Mayo's Brawler Plus mode, the ballista, your best long-range weapon, is completely removed. And you are once again allowed the blood punch, but you are only allowed 1. And on the topic of the exceptions to the no blood punch rule, the only exception I have for it is the Conmaker boss fight, because that is the only way you are able to damage her. Ultra Nightmare Ranger Mode is the same as normal Ranger Mode, except you are allowed all health and armor upgrades and 1 ammo upgrade. That's all you get. Those are the only differences between Ranger Mode Ultra Nightmare and normal Ranger Mode. You can do Ranger Mode Ultra Nightmare Plus, but Ranger Plus Ultra Nightmare is just kind of a death sentence, so don't really do that. And yeah, let's finish this video out. Oh, and what I meant by the only 1 blood punch is you're only allowed to use 1 of your blood punches when you get the 2 blood punch upgrade from Con, so. Hey, welcome to the end of the video. So yeah, I guess just enjoy the gameplay in the background as I wrap things up. So this has been quite a project to make. I wasn't expecting it to be. I was expecting this to be an in-between video for one of the bigger monthly ones that I would assume are much longer, but this one ended up being a multi-week project. It could just be because I'm not really used to making videos and I'm still trying to make everything polished. But aside from that, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave it a like. If you didn't like it, leave it a dislike. Either way, leave a comment telling me what you thought about it, and maybe subscribe if you're new. And I want to thank Allstin for getting me my motivation back to start creating content again. And in celebration of Allstin, I'm gonna be uploading not 1, not 2, but 3 big projects this month, so stay tuned, because they're all gonna be, well, mediocre in terms of quality, but I'm gonna be putting effort into them, and I hope you guys are gonna like them. And another thing I want to say is I don't want this video to come off as me throwing shade at Mayo, because I really love his content and I really love him as a person and as a fellow content creator of the Doom type. And if you have any tips, or not tips, yeah, actually tips and thoughts on the game mode and everything I put forth on the table, just let me know. Let me know in the comment section. And I'm gonna be streaming Ultra Nightmare runs on Doom Eternal on console because my PC is not very good. It's really bad. But I'll be streaming on console, and I'll be streaming Friday at about, we'll say 9 a.m. GMT time, whatever that means. But somebody is probably gonna get that. So my Twitch, I'll leave it in the description, and if you wanna hop by and say hello, go ahead and do that. Other than that, I'll see you guys later. As always, I'm Broesnic, and I'm signing off.